Hello, travelers. Recently, if you've been doing the Archon quest of Natlan, specifically in the English dub, you may have noticed that certain characters' voice lines are missing from the game. This includes Kachina, Kinich, and Ahawe, which leads to some really awkward scenes. Personally, when I started the Archon quest, I literally thought I was doing a world quest and Archon quest at the same time because the sudden silence was just too weird. Also, not to mention that during the 5.1 special program, other versions had many characters as the main hosts. Like Japanese version have Kinich and Ahawe, Chinese version have Xilanin and Nahida. But specifically in the English version, they replaced the main characters with two guys from the localization team, who represented themselves as NPCs to host the livestream. Now, you might be wondering why this is happening or when we'll get those voice lines back. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen any later or sooner. As a data miner checked the voice files in patch 5.1, and out of all the characters, only Sino and Paimon's voices are available in the Sub-Zero Festival. This is all happening because of the voice actor or VA's strike that's been going on since July. Now, for sure, AI can replicate the voices of these characters or someone else too. But if MiHoYo used AI or any other person to voice the characters, it would lead to further legal issues. That's why these characters are muted in the game, because HoYoverse has no choice otherwise. The voice actors are striking to prevent their voices from being used by AI or any other person without their consent. So, if you're playing an English dub and missing on these voices, I suggest trying another language like Japanese or Korean. Now, I know the language packs are huge, and some people might not even have the storage to download them. But what can we do? Only if HoYoverse had a solution for that, the situation could be a little better. Also, I didn't mention this earlier, as some people might find it annoying. But if you've made it this far, a like and subscribe would really help out. Anyway, leaving that aside, there's also a controversy going on with Oro-rown, specifically in the Chinese community about his rarity. He's a 4-star, but when I first saw him, his drip looked like a 5-star, and I believe everyone else thinks the same. But it seems it might not be the case anymore. As this isn't the first time this has happened, remember when everyone thought Ningguang was a 5-star, but she turned out to be a 4-star? Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for his rarity to change, since we've seen similar things in Honkai where a 4-star got upgraded to a 5-star. But we're talking about Genshin, and honestly, I don't think it will happen anytime soon. And there's a reason for that. If you remember, back when 5.0 was about to release, a source named Team Plum stated that Seatlolly was going to be a 4-star character, but later she was changed to a 5-star. Personally, I think the reason for this could be because, around that time, a survey was held to determine the best character in Natlan. And to my surprise, 90% of the Chinese player base voted for Seatlolly. And as we all know, how much HoYoverse loves its Chinese community and want to satisfy its player base. So there's no chance for her to be a 4-star. In Oro-rown's case, the backlash came after he was released as a 4-star. A logical reason that comes to mind is that if Oro-rown is going to be a 5-star, that would mean 90% of the characters released in Natlan would be 5-stars, leaving very few 4-stars. So, I guess to balance things out, HoYoverse made him a 4-star. So, these are the main issues I wanted to cover up today, especially the missing voices in the Archon quest. It's been bothering me, and I know many other players are experiencing the same thing. Let me know in the comments if it's bothering you too. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.